Artificial intelligence, or AI for short, is not a new concept. We can trace it back as far as the 1950s. In our daily lives, we encounter a range of instruments that build on artificial intelligence. Products and services which use these techniques to optimize the functionality. Smart speakers from Amazon, Apple or Google are some examples. A different illustration is the recommendations we get when listening to music with Spotify or when watching Netflix. What these services do is to match your preferences with those of other people who exhibit similar patterns as yourself. The ads served to you on various websites are also selected to match your specific interests. One of the oldest tools that we use daily, where AI is a core part, is the spam filter in your email systems. None of these systems works perfectly, but we can still appreciate that as we are interacting with AI technologies, they also help shape our lives. So what is artificial intelligence then? Well, it's a way for computers to process information. We can compare these methods to how we have previously used computers to do different types of calculations. When we create a computer program, we can see this as a type of rule system. We develop algorithms that can receive information in the form of data and then do something with this information. Let me give a simple example. Let's say we want a program that calculates BMI, body mass index. Then we need to be able to take in information or data about two values, height and weight. We then set up our algorithm to calculate BMI based on this information. The formula for this is that BMI equals weight expressed in kilograms divided by height expressed in meters, but where the latter value is squared. So by embedding this formula in a program, we can then enter any two values and get a result that expresses BMI. We can also make a list of data from a group of patients, apply our algorithm, our rule, and then we will get the result about each patient's BMI. This approach works really well when the rules are simple and easy to express. But sometimes we do not know the relationship between specific parameters and the outcome. And this is where AI comes in. Computers can learn this type of connections by looking at pairs of input data and results. If we continue with this example, we could imagine that we already have several patients where we know weight, height, as well as BMI. And based on this information, we can train a computer system that learns the relationship between these values. If we feed such a system with enough information, it will implicitly recreate the formula that has been the basis for the previous calculations. But, and this is a significant difference to rule-based approaches, we have never told the system that it is this formula that applies. The computer finds a relationship that resides in the data. The point of doing it in this way is that we can then use this trained system at the later stage. If we put in new data, we will get results which are consistent with previous outcomes. The system has generalized a rule from the training data, and it can now work on information that it has never encountered before. This type of training is called machine learning, and this form of AI has seen significant progress in recent years. Researchers developed the fundamental principles a long time ago, but it is only today where both access to data and processing power has increased significantly that these technologies have become useful.